Where's my chair? Man. That? Hey. Alright, we'll do that. That works. Alright, where is my stuff? There we go. Alright, let's cram for this because I have to take this bullshit test on Tuesday. Not really looking forward to it, to be honest. Considering I don't even use Azure at work. My god. It's so dumb. Alright. Let's see. Your company has several departments. Each department has a number of virtual machines. It has an Azure subscription that contains a resource group, RG1. All VMs located in RG1. Want to associate each VM with its respective department. Assign tags to the virtual machines. Question included, blah blah blah. Result, blah blah blah. Policy must be okay, your company has an intra ID subscription. Want to implement intra ID conditional access policy. Policy must be configured to require members of the global admins group use MFA and an Azure AD join device when they connect to Azure intra ID from an untrusted location. Is this multi-up? Nah, because that's not gonna meet the requirement for the AD join device. Does Azure portal alter session control? No. Azure portal grant control of the AD. Access to Azure portal to alter the grant control of the Azure AD conditional access button. This stuff is so convoluted, man. I just realized my model's not up. Awesome. Hey, there we go. Let's see. Access to Azure portal to alter the grant control of the Azure AD conditional access policy. I don't think that's right. Oh, fuck. All right. Access to Azure portal. Okay. Alright, you are planning to deploy a Ubuntu server virtual machine to your company's Azure subscription. Required to implement custom deployment that includes adding a particular trusted root certificate authority. The following should you use to create the virtual machine? I think it's this one. AZVM create. Several questions. Your company makes use of MFA for when users are not in the office. The per authentication option has been configured as the usage model. You can't change usage models, I remember this. You reconfigured the existing usage model. It's not possible to change the usage model. Yeah, So yeah, you can't reconfigure the usage model. Create a new multi-factor. No. Question included. Number of questions. Okay. Useless. The company has an intra-ID tenant named Wayland.com that is configured for hybrid coexistence with the on-prem AD domain. You have a server named DirSync1 that is configured as a DirSync server. Create a new user account on-prem. Need to replicate it up to Azure immediately. Start AD sync sync. That is such a stupid command. AD sync sync cycle. But I'm pretty sure that that's the correct answer, even though it says no. Because Google this real quick. Maybe search Google. Might have to use different flags. You can force it manually using or play with the scheduler. Next sync cycle policy type initial. I'm pretty sure this is the correct base command that you want to use, but it might be a different flag, which is why that's saying it's wrong. Next question. Company has a tenant. Okay. DirSync1. You need to replicate. You do not use sites and services for that. That is the stupidest thing I've heard. And no, not netlogon either. It's like, what? What does that have to do with replicating it up to Azure? Alright. You're configuring two, let's see, your company has a Azure subscription, data centers in LA and New York. Configuring two data centers as geo-clustered sites for site resiliency. Oh shit, what is the geo-clustered sites again? Okay. You have the following data storage requirements. Data must be stored on multiple nodes. Data must be stored on nodes in separate geographic locations. Data can be read from the secondary location as well. Okay, so this is the one where you've got two geographic locations, two regions. Data must be stored on multiple nodes. Is that the one where you can store them all in the same availability zone? Or do they need to be spread across availability zones? GeoCluster. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Because read only from the secondary location and geo redundant. Yeah. Allows you to have higher readability for your storage account by providing read-only access to the data replicated to the secondary location. Once you enable this feature, the secondary location may be used to achieve higher availability in the event of a data is not available in the primary region. Opt-in feature, which requires the storage account to be geo-replicated. Okay. Storage accounts messed me up when I was learning about those. I did not understand those at first. Still really don't, but... Alright. Next question. Yep, one of these again. Your company has an Azure subscription that includes a storage account, a resource group, a blob container, and a file share. Okay. Colleague named John Ross makes use of a solitary ARM template to deploy a virtual machine and an additional Azure storage account. You want to review the ARM template. To access the virtual machine blade. No, you have to access the resource group, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna say no. Yeah, resource group blade. You access the resource group blade, yes. Okay, here we go. And that's where you can view the template. Okay. Succeeded, view the template. Actually, let's go here real quick. Tab. Use Azure Portal to export a template. Export templates. Yeah, under the resource group. Okay. Is that the template, or does it export it to like a file that you can see? Man, I really wish I could play around actually inside Azure. It makes it so much more difficult to study for this. Export template after deployment. It's like you can just view it right there. And you can probably just do the old Control A, Control C, Control V. But yeah, it's all in JSON. Export template resource. Yeah. Alright, so resource group blade. That's where you can view the deployed ARM templates. Alright. Next question is included a number of questions. Okay, your company has an Azure subscription. Okay, same thing. No, we're not going to access the container blade. Alright, your company has 3 VMs that are included in an availability set. Try to resize one of the VMs, which returns an allocation failure message. It's imperative that the virtual machine is resized. You have to stop all of the VMs in the availability set. So you should stop all 3 VMs. Yep. The VM you wish to resize is part of an availability set, then you must stop all the VMs in the availability set before changing the size of the VM. Reason all the VMs must be stopped before performing the resize operation. Hold on. The reason all VMs in the availability set must be stopped before performing the resize. The size that requires different hardware is that all the running VMs in the availability set must be using the same physical hardware cluster. Therefore, if a change of the physical hardware cluster is required to change the size, then all VMs must be stopped and restarted one by one to a different physical hardware cluster. Okay. All right. You have an Azure VM, has a single data disk. Been tasked with attaching this data disk to another Azure VM. So this is just a data disk. You need to make sure that your strategy allows for the virtual machines to be offline for the least amount of time possible. Which of the following is the actions you should take first? Since it's a data disk, you don't need to stop the VMs. Deleting the VM, that's just stupid. So I think you can detach it and then just attach it to whatever VM you want. It's just a data disk. Company has an Azure subscription. You need to deploy a number of Azure VMs using ARM Resource Manager templates. What the hell happened with the water there for a second? Oh, where'd my picnic basket go? Shit. Okay, hold on. I'm distracted. Oh, dang it. I need let me put this here. Pretty sure I've got like something else, man. Hold on. Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get on my fishing raft. Aw, what? Damn. Okay, there we go. Just chill here. Okay. Give my mind a break from this shit. Okay. Where were we? Okay, yeah. We detached the virtual disk. Or the data disk. Data disk. Okay. Company has an Azure subscription. You need to deploy a number of Azure VMs using ARM templates. You've been informed that the VMs will be included in a single availability set. Okay. So we just know from that they gotta use the same hardware. Required to make sure that the ARM template you configure allows for as many VMs as possible to remain accessible in the event of fabric failure or maintenance. Which of the following is the value you should configure for the platform fault domain count property? Okay, I just remember this answer from previous. It's max value. This is a thing I despise about Microsoft tests. They pick out the most obscure things and expect you to just remember them and every little detail about them, when in reality, like, come on, who's actually going to remember that unless they're working with it like daily? That's what you have documentation for. You just look up the documentation for what you need. This it's so dumb. Although, you know, I have heard and been told by coworkers that have taken the test that you can actually use Microsoft Learn within the exam itself. But it's kind of a butchered version of it, and it's convoluted and kind of hard to search, so you have to know exactly what you're looking for. Plus, not to mention, the exam is timed, so you can't spend all of your time looking for the answers. That's just wildly inefficient. But I guess if you needed to search up like that specific thing, actually, hold on a second. Ah. No. This is why I shouldn't be using Firefox. Oh no, man. I'll just have to go back and edit that out later. Oops. Alright. Let's just continue on, shall we? Max value. Okay. Yep, okay. Number of fault domains for managed availability to vary by region. Either 2 or 3 per region. Okay. Company has an Azure subscription. You need to deploy a number of VMs using ARM templates. You have been informed that the VMs will be included. Okay, same setup and everything. And like I said in that previous one, I just remember this from going through this test earlier. The answer is 20. Each virtual machine, yeah, because you can provide up to 20 update domains. Okay. Hold on one sec. I'll be right back. Okay. Alright, so we were on the topic of VMs and ARM templates and those properties. Configure platform fault domain, platform update domain. Okay. Okay, drag and drop question that I cannot do here. You have downloaded an ARM template to deploy numerous VMs. ARM template is based on a current VM, but must be adapted to reference an administrative password. You need to make sure the password cannot be stored in plain text. You're preparing to create the necessary components to achieve your goal. Which of the following should you create to achieve your goal? Answer by dragging the correct option from the list to the answer area. Alright, so in a Key Vault services for password management, you need to make sure the password is stored. Okay, adaptive reference. Yeah, so I think it's Azure Key Vault and an access policy, which I can't choose here, so Azure Key Vault and access policy. You can use templates that allow you to deploy a simple Windows VM by retrieving the password that is stored in the key vault. Therefore, the password is never put in plain text in the template parameter file. Okay. I would love to try and actually set that up though, just so I know how it works. One of these days I'll do like a trial Azure subscription and go through this shit, but I just don't have time for it. I've only had a month to prepare for this test. Alright. Company has a intra ID tenant that is configured for hybrid coexistence with the on-prem AD domain. Okay. On-prem virtual environment consists of virtual machines running server 2012. Ooh boy. Hyper-V host servers. You've created some PowerShell scripts to automate the configuration of newly created VMs. You plan to create several new VMs. You need a solution. Blah blah blah. What is the best solution? I believe it's this. Make some scripts. After you deploy a VM, you typically need to make some changes before it's ready. This is something you can do manually, or you could use remote PowerShell to automate the configuration of your VM after deployment. But now, there's a third alternative, allowing you to customize your custom script extension. Is that within the ARM template? Did this say anything about an ARM template? Custom script extension is executed by the VM agent, and it's very straightforward. You specify the files which it needs to download from your storage account and which file it needs to execute. You can even specify arguments, blah blah blah. Only crimes that you execute a PS1 file. So, I mean, I guess the batch file could contain. You know, I don't care. Hold on, let's see. Azure automating VM customization using custom script extension. Let's go here and try not to dox myself again. Automating customization task. Oh, that is a bright ass screen. Holy shit. Okay, I'm not doing this. Okay, I'll do this in another window or something. All right. Company has an Azure AD. Oh my god, I wish they would just update the intra. Microsoft always changing names of shit, so stupid. Oh my god, my character. Hold on. Get that picnic basket back up. Okay. There we go. Oh. Okay. The background noise does help. Your company has an intra ID tenant that is configured for hybrid coexistence with the on-prem Active Directory domain. Plan to deploy several new VMs in Azure. The VMs will have the same operating system and custom software requirements. You configure a reference VM in the on-prem virtual environment, and then you generalize the VM to create an image. You need to upload it. Okay, so this is the one, the add AZ image data disk. No, it's not. It's the add AZ VHD virtual hard disk. So you need to upload the image, configure a reference VM. You need to generalize and create an image. You need to upload that image. Okay, so we're taking like a snapshot image of the VM. And okay, so it is add AZ VHD. Uploads on-prem VM, on-prem virtual hard disk in VHD format to a blob storage account as a fixed virtual hard disk. Okay. Ooh, shit. Okay. The company has an Azure subscription that includes a number of Azure VMs, which are all part of the same virtual network. The company also has on-prem Hyper-V server that hosts a VM named VM1, which must be replicated. Sure. Why would you do that? Some of these scenarios, man, I just don't fucking understand it. Why you do this stuff? Which of the following objects that must be created to which of the following objects that must be answered by dragging the correct. Okay. I don't. No, you need a Hyper-V site and a replication policy. You need a storage account too? This one order must be created. I'm pretty sure you need a storage account too. So, no, hold on. It's Azure Recovery Services Vault. I was thinking that was Key Vault, because the Recovery Services Vault is for backing up VMs. So I'm going to say Hyper-V site, Azure Recovery Services Vault, and a replication policy. That's my final answer. Hyper-V site, Azure Azure Recovery Services Vault, and a replication policy. Okay. Sick. Oh. Question is included in a number of questions that depict identical setup. I hate these. Question is distinct. Okay. Your company's Azure subscription includes two Azure networks named Virtual Network A and Virtual Network B. Virtual Network A includes a VPN gateway that is configured to make use of static routing. Also, a site-to-site VPN connection exists between your company's on-prem network and Virtual Network A. Okay. Static routing and a site-to-site VPN from on-prem. You have configured a point-to-site VPN connection to Virtual Network A from a workstation running Windows 10. Where is that workstation? Point-to-site, I guess it's on-prem. After configuring Virtual Network peering between Virtual Network A and Virtual Network B, you confirm that you are able to access Virtual Network B from the company's on-prem network. However, find that you cannot establish a connection to Virtual Network B from the Windows 10 workstation. Where does the Windows 10 workstation live? Hold on. To virtual network A from a workstation running. After configuring virtual network peering between, you confirm that you were able to access virtual network B from the company's on-prem network. However, okay, you have to make sure that a connection to virtual B can be established from the Windows 10 workstation. You choose the allow gateway transit setting on virtual network A. Does this go? I think no, because this is just sounds like a problem with just the Windows 10 box. I don't think it's a configuration issue within Azure itself. Okay. Okay, we got the same setup here. You have to make sure you choose the allow gateway transit set. No, again, I think it's an issue with the workstation itself. Download and reinstall the VPN client configuration package on them. I think this is the correct answer. VPN gateway about point to site routing. Okay. We're not going to read that right now. Oh, I don't think I made it to the virtual networking section in Cloud Guru. I made it about halfway through, then I just wanted to do that and do the sandboxes and all of that stuff, but I just don't have time. So that's why we're doing this. What the hell? How long does my picnic basket last? Alright, I want to go find a different area here in a little bit. Let me get to question 30, and then I'll take a quick break. The company has VMs hosted in Azure. The VMs are located in a single... The VMs are located in a single Azure virtual network named VNet1. The company has users that work remotely. The remote workers require access to the VMs on VNet1. You need to provide access for the remote workers. What should you do? You need to point the site VPN for the remote workers. Site to site. No. Point to site VPN. Connection lets you create a secure connection to your virtual network from an individual client computer, which is what we want. Okay, last one on this page. Questions included a number that depicts the identical setup. Okay, your company has a Microsoft SQL Server always on availability group configured on their Azure virtual machines. What a freaking mouthful. You need to configure an Azure internal load balancer as a listener for the availability group. You create an HTTP health probe on port 1433. I'm going to guess this one. I'm gonna guess no. Okay, but why? Hold on. Hold on. Pull up the old edge here. Oh man, I've gotten pretty far. Alright, what are we on? This one? Okay. I'll just have to remember that one. Alright. Company... Alright, so following the same thing. You set session persistence to... Oh, wait, you know what? I think if I remember this from previously, you need a floating IP. I think that's one of the next questions. Yeah. Okay. So I know it's not this one. And yeah, floating IP. But why though, man? But why? Wow, I'm not gonna think too much about it right now. Okay, so that was question 30. Alright. Let's go find a new place to hang out real quick. Just take my mind off that mind-numbingly boring shit. Okay. Where do I want to go? I like somewhere with water. I don't want to go to Siren Isle. Hey, this looks kind of cool. I've never been over here. Check it out real quick. Hey. Oh, hey, there's one of those things. One of those thingies. What's this? Oh. Let's see. Alright, I'm just gonna go back up here. This spot was kind of cool. Right here. We'll just chill here. Okay. And we'll sit. There we go. Alright. Good brain break. Brain break. Alright. Company has 2 on-prem servers, server 1, server 2. Developers have created an application that runs on server 1. The application calls a service on server 2 by IP address. Okay. Plan to migrate the application. You plan to migrate the application on Azure VMs. Oh, 2 on-prem. Okay, then we're going to migrate them to... Okay. You have configured 2 VMs on a single subnet in an Azure virtual network. You need to configure the 2 VMs with a static internal IP addresses. What should you do? I mean, one way you could do it is just going and setting them in the network. Well, that's how you could accomplish it on-prem. Set Azure static VNet IP. You plan to migrate the VMs are on a single subnet in an Azure virtual network. Okay, I think it's this one. Specify static internal IP for a previously created VM. If you want to set a static IP address for a VM that you previously created, do so by using the following commandlets. If you already set an IP address for the VM and you want to change it to a different, you'll need to remove the existing static IP before running these commandlets. See the instructions below. This procedure yields update Azure VM commandlet. Update commandlet restarts the VM as part of the update process. The dip. Oh, is that like dedicated IP? I don't know. That you specify will be assigned after the VM restarts. In this example, we set the static IP address for VM2, which is located in cloud service static demo. Get Azure VM service name static demo name VM2 set static Azure static VNet IP address update Azure VM. Oh, okay. Your company has an Azure AD subscription, aka Intra. You need to deploy 5 virtual machines to your company's virtual network subnet. Alright, we're deploying 5 virtual machines. The VMs will have, oh my god, the VMs will each have both a public and private IP address. Inbound and outbound security rules for all these virtual machines must be identical. 5 machines, 5 network interfaces. Next. Alright. Your company has an Intra ID subscription. You need to deploy 5 VMs to your company's virtual network subnet. The VMs will each have both public, okay, inbound, outbound, okay. Which of the following is the least amount of security groups needed for this subscription? Well, since they're all the same rules, 1. Your company's Azure subscription includes Azure VMs that run Windows Server 2016. One of the VMs is backed up every day using Azure Backup Instant Restore. When the VM becomes infected with data encrypting ransomware, you decide to recover the VM's files. Which of the following is true in this scenario? You only recover the files to the infected VM. No. You can recover the files to any VM within the company's subscription. Yeah. You can only recover the files to a new VM. No. You can put the files on any VM. You will not be able to recover the files. No, because you back them up. Okay. Your company's Azure subscription includes Azure VMs that run 2016. Okay. Ransomware again. You're required to restore the VM, not the VM files. Okay. Which of the following actions should you take? You should restore the VM after deleting the infected VM. You should restore the VM to any VM within the company's subscription. You should restore the VM to a new VM. That's what I would do. You should restore the VM to an on-prem Windows device. Restore to a new Azure VM. Okay. You administer a solution in Azure that is currently having performance issues. You need to find the cause of the performance issues pertaining to metrics on the Azure infrastructure. Which of the following is the tool you should use? Performance issues, Azure Monitor. Metrics in Azure Monitor are stored in a time series database which is optimized for analyzing timestamp data. This makes metrics particularly suited for alerting and fast detection of issues. Word. Alright. Company has a subscription that includes a recovery services vault. Okay, so we're talking about backups again. You want to use Azure Backup to schedule a backup of your company's VMs to the recovery services vault. Which of the following VMs can you back up? Choose all of them. You can back up all of them. A through E. I'm not clicking all of them. This question is part of a series of questions that present the same scenario. After you answer the question in this section, you will not be able to return to it. As a result, these questions will not appear in the review screen. You have an Azure Intra ID tenant name at contoso.com. Man, that must be a nice place to work. I see it mentioned all the time. You have a CSV file that contains the names and email addresses of 500 external users. You need to create guest accounts in Contoso for each of the 500 external users. Solution, you create a PowerShell script that runs the new Azure AD user commandlet. No, because that'll create internal accounts. You want guest accounts. There's a different command for that. Yeah, the new Azure AD, no, yeah, that one there. The new Azure AD MS invitation commandlet. I feel like you would be able to do the bulk create in the portal, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm gonna say no for now. And yep, here we go. New Azure Active Directory MS. I wonder if it's actually still called that since it's not Azure AD anymore. Wonder if it's like new Azure Intra ID. Oh, I'm gonna search it just because I'm curious. Invite guests. This is back in 2015 now. Support module Azure AD. Did they really leave all the commandlets as Azure AD but renamed the fucking product Intra ID? Like, let me open this in the private window. I guess so. I don't know. Oh well. I'm not gonna look too far into it for now. Yeah, that's what you want to do. Okay, here comes the fun shit. Oh. You have an Azure subscription that has a recovery services vault named Vault 1. The subscription contains the virtual machines shown in the following table. You plan to schedule backups to occur every night at 2300, 11 o'clock. Virtual machines. Can you back up by using Azure Backup? You can back up all of them because you can take backups of machines that are on or off. Doesn't matter. Ooh, what is that? Get an email? What is that? Hold on. I need to check my email. Very cool. Oh man, I'm knocked out. Alright. Okay, so yeah, backups. Azure Backup supports backup, blah, 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 blah. Operating systems. Azure Backup support. There it is. Azure Backup supports backup of VM that are shut down or offline. Because the disks are stored there, so just take a snapshot of them. Alright. Hotspot. Let me get through this page, and then I'll move my character around again. You create a recovery services vault backup policy named Policy 1 as shown below. Okay, use the drop-down menus to select the answers. The backup that occurs on Sunday, March 1st will be retained for 10 years. The backup that occurs on Sunday, November 1st will be retained for... So... Do we have one specifically for... Sunday, November 1st, 10 weeks. But then we have this weekly one that's on the 1st, which is November 1st. So I'm going to say 10 years for that one. And 36 months based on that. Let's see. 10 years, 36 months. Okay. You have the Azure virtual machine shown in the following table. We got 4 VMs in the regions of West Europe and North Europe. You have a recovery service vault that protects VM1 and VM2. You need to protect VM3 and VM4 by using recovery service. What should you do first? Let's see. They're in different regions. Oh, what do you do first? You already have a storage count, right? Oh my god. Going blank here. Create a new recovery services vault. Create a storage account. Configure the extensions. Create a new backup policy. Can you use recovery services across regions? That's where I'm getting tripped up here. I'm going to say that you need to create a new recovery services vault, but I'm not sure on this. Okay. A recovery service vault is a storage entity in Azure that houses data. The data is typically copies of data for virtual machine. You can use recovery service vault to hold backup for various Azure services. Okay. Create a new recovery services vault. Okay. I guess recovery services vaults are region specific. Yes? Let me look. Let me look that shit up. Azure recovery services. Key features. Is there anything on region? Cross-region restore. Cross-region restore allows you to restore Azure VMs in a secondary region, which is an Azure paired region. By enabling this feature at the vault level, you can restore. That's not what I'm looking for, though. But why is that the correct answer? Create a new recovery services vault. Reading here. Vaults recovery. Well, that's not a very helpful article. Oh, okay. Just go by that. You have an Azure subscription that contains an Azure storage account named Storage 1 and the users shown in the following table. Users 1, 2, 3, group 2, group 1. You plan to monitor storage 1 and to configure email notifications for the signals shown in the following table. 4 signals. Need to identify the minimum number of alert rules and action groups required for the planned monitoring. Okay. How many alert rules? So, based on this, looks like we need 4 alert rules. And as far as action groups go, user 1 and user 3, user 1 only, user 1. So, these are duplicates. User 1 and user 3, user 1 and user 3. So that would be 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups. So, 4 alert rules and 3 groups. 4 alert. Okay, cool. Cool. Cool, dude. Oh yeah, let me make my character move real quick. There we go. We'll just make her stand. Alright. Next question. Oh, okay, and I can't see the table. You have an Azure subscription that claims the identities. Okay, user principal 1. User 1, principal 1, and group 1 are assigned the monitoring role. Okay, are assigned the monitoring reader role. Reader role. Okay. An action group named AG1 has the email Azure Resource Manager role. So we're talking about RBAC here. Right? Create an alert role named Alert1 that uses AG1. You need to identify who will receive the email notification when Alert1 is triggered. I wish I could see that image. Because I need to know who's in group 1. Action groups configured to email the monitoring reader role. Yeah, so it's going to be everyone that's in group 1 and also user 1 and principal 1. I think the answer is B, but I can't see those principals. I'm going to say B. Oh, user 1 and user 2. User 1 and user 2. I can't see the image. Okay. If I were able to see that image, probably would have been more clear on what they were asking. You have an Azure VM named VM1 and a recovery services vault named Vault1. You create a backup policy named Policy1 shown below. You configure the backup of VM1 to use Policy1 on Thursday, January 1st. You need to identify the number of available recovery points for VM1. How many recovery points are available on January 8th and January 15th? This is such a stupid thing. Who fucking cares, man? Who cares? Alright. January 8th. Like, I need to pull up a fucking calendar just to be able to see this. Okay, hold on. So, we got Thursday, January 1st. Frequency. Daily at 2 a.m. At 2 p.m. Okay. How many recovery points are available on January 8th? Okay, it starts on January 1st. You have a daily backup at 2 a.m. every day. So that's one on January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. So that's 8 backups right there alone. Okay, but they only stay for 5 days. 8, 7, so we're getting rid of 3. So that's 5 backups plus the one on Sunday. That's 6. And we have another one here on the 2nd. So hold on. 5, 6, 7. Shouldn't there be 7 backups on the 8? What the fuck? Alright, daily backups, retention of daily backups, 5. Maybe it's not counting the day of. Oh, hold on. No. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, shit. Yeah, because there's only going to be one here. There's only one Sunday in that time frame of January 8th. And then the 5. I'm gonna say 8 for the first one. 6! Oh my god, this is so fucking stupid. Oh. Hold on. Does one of these get like overwritten or something because it's all at the same time? Whatever. January 15th. So kind of following the same thing here. I think this one's 8. Yeah. 5 latest daily recovery points, which includes the weekly backup. And I've got a phone call. Hold on. Okay. Phone call from my daughter. Let's see here. Right, so 6 backups. It includes the 5 daily backup points, which includes the weekly backup from the previous Sunday plus the monthly recovery point. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. I think if I wrote it out and saw it visually, that would probably help. Just write like a fucking calendar. Okay. Box 2 is 8 because we have the 5 daily recovery points plus 2 weekly backups plus the monthly. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I really hope that I have some kind of scratch paper when I'm taking the test, and then I could just write it down. If I just did a calendar, I'd be able to see the overlaps and then just cross them out. Okay. We'll just tackle it that way. Okay. Hotspot, drag and drop. You have the web apps shown in the following table. App 1 and App 2. On-premise, Azure Virtual Machine. You need to monitor the performance and usage of the apps by using Azure Application Insights. The solution must minimize modifications to the application code. What should you do on each app? You want to just install the Application Insights agent on both of them, right? Okay. Because then you're not really modifying the code. I don't think, at least. Okay, yeah, because we have them in virtual machines. If you just put them on the agents, it's not really going to affect the app, I don't think. Okay. Let's do this one real quick. And then take a break. My brain's starting to hurt. You have an Azure Virtual Machine named VM1. You use Azure Backup to create a backup of VM1 named Backup1. Wow, okay. After creating Backup1, you perform the following changes to VM1. Modifies the size, copy a file named budget, reset the virtual machine, the built-in admin password, added data disk. Administrator uses the replace existing option to restore VM1 from the backup. You need to ensure that all changes to VM1 are restored. After creating backup when you perform the following changes. Reset the password, add a data disk. Need to ensure that all the changes to VM1 are restored. What changes should you perform again? I believe it's copying the file, because that's related to data disks. Everything else is configuration changes, modifying the size, resetting the password, and adding the disk to the VM. That's my final answer. Okay. All right, let's go somewhere else now. Go, broom, go. Yeah. All right. Let's go all the way up top to the mountain here. Oh shit, how did I miss that? All right. We'll hang out here. It's nice and quiet up here. Perfect. Okay. Get back to it. It's so lonely up here. You have an Azure Intra ID tenant named Contoso on Microsoft.com that contains the users in the following table. You enable the password reset for Contoso as shown in the password reset. You configure the authentication methods for password reset as shown. Okay, so we're talking about self-service password reset. Number of methods required, 2. Have to use security questions, 5 of them to register, 3 of them required for a reset. And you have to use your mobile phone. And we get to choose, as an admin, 10 that the users are able to select. Okay. After user 2, all right. So we have 1 administrator as a role. The others don't have roles. Group 1, Group 2, Group 1, and Group 2. This applies to Group 2. So this is not going to apply to user 1. If user 1 forgets her password, she can reset the password by using the mobile phone app. I'm going to say no to that one because self-service password reset is not enabled for Group 1. And that's what this looks like it's scoped to. After user 2 answers 3 security questions, he can reset his password immediately. No, because you have to use your phone as verification. User 3 can add security questions to the password reset process. I am going to say yes because this member is user administrator in Group 2. So final answer is going to be no, no, yes. No, no, yes. All right. 2 methods are required. Self-serve password is only enabled for Group 2, and user 1 is not a member of Group 2. User administrator can add questions. Boom. Okay. Your company has a main office in London that contains 100 client computers. 3 years ago, you migrated to Azure Intra ID. The company's security policy states that all personal devices and corporate-owned devices must be registered or joined to Azure AD. A remote username user 1 is unable to join a personal device from a home network. Verify that user was able to join devices in AD in the past. You need to ensure user 1. Sounds like they need to increase the number of devices the user can join. from the device setting. Modify the maximum number of devices per. Okay, yep. B. Right? Modify the users may join. No, we've established that they can already. So, yeah, that's the only logical solution. Maximum number of devices setting enables you to select the minimum number of devices that a user can have in Azure AD. Incorrect answers. C. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. You have two Azure App Service. You have two Azure App Service apps named App 1 and App 2. So creative. Each app has a production deployment slot and a test deployment slot. What does that even mean? A slot? Okay. The backup configuration setting for the production slots are shown in the following table. Backup every day. Start backup from January 6th. Retention 0 days. Why? Keep at least one backup. Okay. So it's backing up every day, but just the previous day's backup, I guess. Whereas app 2 is going to have, what, 30 backups? I don't know. On January 15th, app 1 will only have one backup in storage. Yes. On February 6th, you can access the backup of the app 2 test slot from January 15th, 2021. Yeah, you should be able to. Because retention of 30 days, that's less than 30 days. On January 15th, you can restore the app 2 production slot backup from January 6th to the app 2 test slot. What the fuck do those slots mean? I'm gonna say yes for all three. I'm kind of guessing on that last one, but I'm fairly certain the first two are yes. Okay, cool. You have an Azure subscription that contains intra ID tenant named Contoso. Tenant is synced to the on-premise AD. The domain contains the users shown in the following table. Okay. You enable self-service password reset for all users and configure the password reset to have the following methods. You select the following security questions. For each of the following statements, select yes. Okay. So, put this on the screen so we can all see it. Alright. SecAdmin1 must answer the following question during the self-service password reset. In what city was your first job? What is your favorite food? What was the name of your first pet? All great security questions. Okay. So all three of these have the questions available. So it's just a matter of, based on their roles, are they able to use self-service password reset? Security administrator, I don't think will be able to. So I'm gonna say no to the first one. Billing admin, I'm also gonna say no, because I don't think administrators can do the self-service password reset. I think it only applies to users. Reports reader. Yeah. I'm gonna say no, no, and yes. Uh, yeah. No, no, yes, that's what I'm gonna say. No, yes, yes, okay. Billing administrator, what's up with that? Alright. Administrator accounts are special accounts with elevated permissions. To secure them, the following restrictions apply to changing passwords on administrators. On-prem enterprise administrators or domain admins cannot reset their password through the self-service password reset. Yeah, okay. So I guess that doesn't apply to billing administrators then. You can only change their password in their on-premise environment. Thus, we recommend not syncing on-prem AD accounts to Azure AD. An administrator cannot use secret questions. Okay. Box 2, yes. Self-service is an Azure Active Directory security feature that enables employees to reset their password without needing contact. Okay, so did it say up here whether SecAdmin 1 is on-prem? Contained. The tenant is synced to. The tenant is synced to the on-prem ADDS. Domain contains the user's. How do we know if this fucking one is? Oh, the wording on these, man. Security administrator. Like, nowhere does it say anything about it being an on-prem account. If anything, it's almost the opposite, that it's syncing from Azure to your on-prem. The tenant is synced to on-prem. Whatever. Whatever. Alright. Moving along. I think you get partial credit for those though, right? Each correct standard. Okay, so at least I would have just missed one. That's not too terrible. Okay. Holy moly. Alright, this is part of serious questions, same scenario. Okay, after you enter, you'll not be able to return to it. An Azure subscription contains the following users in intra ID tenant. User 1, global admin, user admin, and owner. User 1 creates a new tenant named external. You need to create new user accounts in external. You instruct user 1 to create the user accounts. The user 1's the only one that can because they're the one that created the tenant. So, yeah. The other users can't do it. Only a global administrator can add users to the tenant. Okay. Where's the other questions? What? Whatever. You have an existing Azure subscription containing 10 VMs. You need to monitor the latency between your on-prem network and the virtual machines. What should you use? Network performance monitor, I think. I'm not really sure. I'm just kind of guessing on this one. Cloud-based hybrid network monitoring solution that it helps you monitor network performance between various points in your network infrastructure. Helps you monitor network connectivity. Okay. Alright, so yeah, network performance monitor. Let me look at that. Open in a new private. Let's look at this real quick. Because I'm curious. Okay. So this is part of the Insights product, it looks like. Monitoring solutions. Why do they have to use such stupid names for everything, man? Like, what? Insights overview, targets, available solutions, AD health assessment, AD replication. Is this all related to Azure? It's AD health assessment. Let's optimize your Active Directory environment with the Active Directory health check solution in Azure Monitor. Does this apply to on-prem? You can use the Active Directory health check solution to assess the risk and health of your server environments on a regular interval. That's kind of cool. Directory framework. Installed on each computer that has Log Analytics Agent for Windows. Agent is used by System Center. Domain controllers running Windows Server 2008, 2012, 2016, 2019. Okay. Kind of going down a rabbit hole here a little bit, but this is actually kind of cool. So does it put your information in Azure for you to look at, I guess? Directory health check. Data collection details, understanding how recommendations are prioritized. That might be something to look in later. That's kind of neat. Okay. Cool. Alright. You have an Azure app service plan named ASP1. CPU usage for ASP1 is shown in the following exhibit. Use the drop-down menus to select the answer choice that completes each statement based on the information presented in the graphic. Average CPU percentage is calculated how many times per day. App 1 must be blank to optimize CPU usage. Okay. So how many times is this polling the app for performance? Automatic 6 hours. 6 hour intervals, 6, 12, 18, 24, 4 times a day. And it's regularly hitting 100% CPU. Alright, so we know it's 4 times a day. And we want to scale out or scale up? I think... Is this hosted on a VM? CPU percentage. I think we scale up. So 4 times scale up. 4 times scaled up. Okay, cool. Cool. You have an Azure Linux virtual machine that is protected by Azure Backup. Oh, I need to go back into WoW. Alright, let me finish this page and then we'll hop back over. I want to go back to some running water. Actually... Yeah. Squirrel moment. Okay. You have an Azure Linux virtual machine that is protected by Azure Backup. 1 week ago, 2 files were deleted from the virtual machine. You need to restore the deleted files to an on-prem Windows Server 2016 computer as quickly as possible. Which 4 actions should you perform in sequence? Okay. What do we have here? Download and run the script to mount a drive. Select a restore point that contains the deleted files From the Azure portal, click Restore VM. From the Azure portal, click File Recovery from the vault, mount a VHD. Copy the files by using that. Okay, so we're talking about a virtual machine in Azure backup. And files. We don't need to recover the VM, so that one's out of the question. Need to restore the deleted files. So the first thing you're going to do is go to Azure portal, click File Recovery from the vault. After that, you're going to select the restore point that contains the deleted files. Then you're going to download and run the script to mount a drive on the local computer. And then you can copy the files using File Explorer. I think that's the correct sequence of events. So, reiterate, we are going from the Azure portal, File Recovery from the vault, select the restore point, download and run the script that mounts the drive on the computer, and then copy the files using File Explorer. From the Azure portal, click File Recovery from the vault, select a restore point, download script. Okay. Boom. Nice. Okay, so here's kind of just what it's talking about. File recovery. We'll click that button, select your restore point, download the script. Run the script on your machine. And then copy your files. Okay. Alright. Let's go somewhere else. I want to go to a different zone. Where should I go? Kind of want to go hang out over here. That sounds really cool. I want a cooler mount though. I don't want clocks. Twilight Sky Prowler. Okay, we'll use that. Let's go over to that zone. And then we'll continue on with the cramming. See how much information I can cram into my little brain. My smooth brain. Oh, let's see. What's gonna be the quickest way to get there? We'll just go down. Whee! Oh shit. Wrong button. My god, this zone is so big. We'll come over here. Hopefully, whoa, I am lagging like fucking crazy. Holy shit, man. 10 FPS? What is going on? Alright. I think my computer's about to crash. Holy hell. My memory. It can't handle. Oh no. I'm cooked. I'm doomed. I'm done for. What is going on? Alright, there we go. Oh my god. Alright. I think I need to build a proper computer. Good grief, man. Alright, where do we want to chill? I don't want to chill up here. This town's kind of cool. go hang out in here. Oh. Kind of quiet in here, though. There we go. That works. Nice fire going. Okay. Ah. Got some Discord messages. Hold on. How dumb is it? Why did I not get any notification on this? I didn't hear it. The fuck, man? Alright, let's continue on. How long have I been at this so far? An hour and a half? Oh, Jesus. Alright. You purchase a new Azure subscription named Subscription 1. Not recommend naming your subscription that, but okay. You create a virtual machine named VM1 in Subscription 1. VM1 is not protected by Azure Backup. You need to protect you need to protect VM1 by using Azure Backup. Backups must be created at 1 a.m. and stored for 30 days. What should you do? To answer, select the okay. Location in which to store the backups. Recovery services vault. Yeah, you're not going to use a file share. It's not going to be storage account. It's either between blob container or recovery services vault. I'm pretty sure it's recovery services vault. Object to use to configure the protection for VM1. What? Alright, so I'm kind of guessing on this one. I'm going to say recovery services vault and a recovery plan. Backup. Oh my. How did I miss backup policy at the top? Oh man. Okay. I wasn't paying attention. Recovery services vault and a backup policy. Okay. Backup policy, recovery services vault. Okay. Next question. Oh, God, I feel brain dead right now. Well, the background ambience noise is kind of helping a little bit. You have an Azure virtual machine named VM1 that collects Azure collects events from VM1. You are creating an alert rule in Azure Monitor to notify an administrator when an error is logged in the system event log of VM1. What target resource should you monitor in the alert rule? Not gonna lie, totally guessing on this. Azure Log Analytics Workspace. I think I recall that from seeing it earlier. For the first step to create we're going to select Log Analytics Workspace as the resource, since this is a log-based alert signal. Okay, cool. You have an Azure subscription that contains 100 VMs. You regularly create and delete virtual machines. You need to identify unattached disks that can be deleted. What should you do? Measure cost management, cost analysis. Okay. It's one of the two cost managements. I think it's this one. Advisor recommendations. Yeah, let's go! Ooh, this fire is so cozy. Alright. Let's see here. Okay, so... I just guessed that one. Yeah. Okay. You have an Azure web app named Web App 1. Users report that they often experience HTTP 500 errors when they connect to Web App 1. You need to provide the developers of Web App 1 with real-time access to the connection errors. The solution must provide all the connection error details. What should you do first? From Web App 1, enable web server logging. Users report they often when they connect to Web App 1. I don't think this is going to be an Azure Monitor issue. I think this is going to be specific to Web App 1. And since it's an HTTP 500 error, it leads me to believe it's a web server. I'm going to say A. Yes! I think my computer's gonna die. Oh my god. I need to kill some stuff. Hold on. What can I kill? I'm running at 93% memory. Let me kill Chrome. Let me bookmark this real quick. And close out of that. Hopefully that'll free up some resources. What can I kill next? We kill Obsidian. We'll need that up right now. Probably don't really even need streamer bot or speaker bot up right now. Yo, grats! Who just leveled? Is this zone bugging me out? You know what? Oh wait, someone invited me to a guild. Let me go to my garrison. I think that zone was just messing with my computer. Maybe not. I don't know. At least this is kind of instanced. Yo, I'm back, guys. It's been a minute. I know I've kind of abandoned you. Alright, we got any cool play? I don't even remember what I've got here. I miss this place, though. Got the docks over there. Ah! What's this? This armory. Pet stables. Let's go back in here. Kinda like the Alliance one better, to be honest.
I need to get closer.
All yours, Commander. Alright. Just chill over here. Okay. Let me close. Whatever. Just leave it at that. Should I? My God, why is my computer running at max? What the hell is that? Oh, it's okay. Search. Oh well. We'll just leave it at that. Let's see. Okay. Give it some life advice. Alright. Back of the zone here. Alright. Next page. You have an Azure web app named App 1. You need to monitor the availability of App 1 by using a multi-step web test. What should you use in Azure Monitor? Guessing here, Azure Application, because we're talking about application insights. Oh shit, excuse me. Okay. Alright. You have an Azure subscription that has diagnostic logging enabled and is configured to send logs to an log analytics workspace. Okay. You were investigating a service outage. You need to view the event time, the event name, and the affected resources. How should you complete the query? Okay. Hold on. Let me think about this. Diagnostic logging is configured to send logs to log analytics workspace. We're investigating a service outage. You need to view the event time, the event name. Is this going to be network monitoring? Alright. Gonna kind of guess here again. I don't think it's Azure Activity. I don't think it's perf. I want to say my gut's telling me network monitoring. I'm pretty sure it's project down here. Oh, network monitoring. Let's say network monitoring and project. Azure Activity. Okay. Azure Activity table has entries from the Azure Activity log, which provides insight to subscription level or management group level events occurring in Azure. Let's see, only critical. Okay. Yeah, so not perf. The perf table has performance data that's collected. Okay. So, but... Alright, this is something I'm gonna have to remember. Azure Activity. Where level equals critical. Pipe it to project. Okay. Azure Activity. Azure Activity. Oh man. Alright. You have a recovery service vault named RSV1. RSV1 has a backup policy that retains instant snapshots for 5 days and daily backup for 14 days. Okay. RSV1 performs daily backups to VM1. VM1 hosts a static website that was updated 8 days ago. You need to recover VM1 to a point 8 days ago. The solution must minimize downtime. What should you do first? I don't think it's A or C. Deleting the VM and deallocating it would maximize your downtime. Restore VM1 using the replace existing restore configuration option, or restore VM1 by using the create new restore configuration option. Restore VM1 by using the replace existing. I feel like that's probably going to minimize your downtime. If that's all that we're focused on. I'm going to say B. Okay. Replace existing. You can restore a disk and use it to replace a disk on the existing VM. Current VM must exist. If it's been deleted, this option can't be used, obviously. Azure Backup takes a snapshot of the existing VM before replacing the disk. Okay. Alright. So, replace existing restore. Got you. God! This is so much fun. I'm having so much fun. You have an Azure subscription that contains the resources shown in the following table. VM1, storage 1, workspace 1, database 1. Virtual machine, storage account, log analytics workspace, and an Azure SQL database. Plan to create a data collection rule named DCR1 in Azure Monitor. Which resources can you set as data sources in DCR1? And which resources can you set as destination? Fuck if I know. Data sources. Oh my god, man. I honestly have no idea on this one. Let's think about this for a second. Data sources. Data collection rule in Azure Monitor. Okay, so we're monitoring. So in my mind, that's going to be VM1 and DB1 only. But that's not an option. Okay, VM1 only. VM1 and storage 1. What is workspace 1? Log analytics workspace. Alright, what about the destinations though? Workspace 1 only? Okay. Alright. This is probably wrong. But I'm gonna say data sources, VM1, storage 1, and DB1 only, and the destination to workspace 1. That's what I'm saying. Fuck! Oh my god, okay, I got one of the questions right. Alright, so VM1 only. A virtual machine may have an association to multiple DCRs. Okay. Box 2, workspace 1. Okay, that's just one of those I'm gonna have to remember. VM1 only and workspace 1 only. Okay, yeah. VM1 only, workspace 1 only. Oh, man. Yay! I actually can somewhat read this. You have a role assignment file shown in the following exhibit. Use the drop-down menus to select the answer choices that completes each statement based on the information. Okay. Answer choice, assigned owner role for VM1. Alright, so we're looking for everything that has VM1 in it. So, user 3. Oh, let's look over the roles first. Alright. Got role assignment ID. We have 4 role assignments. The scope of the role assignments. This one is at the subscription level. This subscription here. Are they all at the same subscription? 26FF, 26FF, 26FF. Okay, so they're all on the same subscription, just different scopes. This one's at the root. This one is at the resource group of RG2. This one is at the scope resource group, virtual machine 1. So that's all the way down to the resource level. And VM1. And this is scoped to RG1, resource group 1. So when we're talking about VM1, only place I see it here is that. But we also have to take into consideration the root owner. So for answer 1 is going to be user 1 and user 3. User 1 and user 3. Alright. Who can create a virtual machine in resource group 1? Okay. Not user 3 because this role assignment is specifically for VM1. This is resource group 2, so user 2 is out. Resource group 1 is contributor role. They should be able to make VMs. And again, owner of the subscription. Is that global admin? I think that's global admin. So I'm going to say user 1 and user 4 for this one. So we have user 1 and user 3 for the first one, user 1 and user 4 for the second one. User 1 and user 3, user 1 and user 4. Boom. Nice. Nice. Okay. This is a RBAC role. You have the following custom role-based access control role. Okay. Properties, assignable scopes, permissions. So these are our allow permissions and these are our denies. I'm a little... Someone's at the door. Alright. Users that are assigned role 1 can assign... Hold on. Users that are assigned role 1 can assign role 1 to users. This is role 1. Actions. Authorization, compute support, compute authorization. I'm gonna say no to this one. Users that are assigned role 1 can deploy new virtual machines. Compute. Resources. Read. Alright, so for compute, we have start action, power off, deallocate, restart. I feel like that would allow... I'm gonna revisit that one, hold on. Users that are assigned role 1 can set static IP addresses on a virtual machine. Network interfaces. Okay. This is the only thing that's throwing me off here. Because compute virtual machines wildcard. Is that like a... Man, I want to say yes, but I'm just not sure because it's got... okay, authorization, delete, authorization, write, elevate, access, action. I'm going to say no, yes, yes. I'm kind of guessing on this one, though. No, no, yes. Okay. Why can't they deploy new virtual machines? Because it seems like this Microsoft.compute/virtual machines would allow that. Fucking catwalk. why can't I spell today? Okay. Yeah. R back rolls. That's just something I'm gonna have to look, research more. Yeah, because that's what threw me off right there. Okay. Visitor sign roll 1 can deploy virtual machines. Maybe it has to do with the storage. Because you need, I guess, write access to a storage account in order to... No, do you? Yeah, okay. F it. Moving on. Okay. You have an Azure subscription that contains the resources shown in the following table. This all in a resource group? Holy shit. I don't remember anything. Oh god. My model. Going crazy. Network security groups. Yeah, I don't remember anything about network security groups. For each of the following statements, select yes. VM1 can access storage 1. Inbound, outbound. Oh my god, man, this is so... Resource group 1. I feel like this should all be in the same resource group, but maybe not. I don't know. Storage access. Alright. So, storage access, outbound. Storage 1. Oh, VM1. Okay, VM1 IP address 10.3.0.15, which we see here. HTTPS VM1 deny. Okay, so that's blocking HTTPS inbound to VM1. VM2 can, so that one's gonna be no. VM1 can access storage 1. Storage access. Allow VNet inbound. Allow. Deny all. Security rules for apply to any virtual machines on VNet 1. I know this one's no. What? Yes, no. No. Okay. Well, at least I know for sure I would have got 1 point. Oh my god. VC face, stop it. Oh. Okay. So, VM1 can access storage 1. We know that HTTPS is denied. This is the only one I'm thrown off by. Security rules apply to any virtual machines on VNet 1. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna concern myself with it right now. I don't really do networking. Holy moly. Okay, I need to restart one of these apps. Hold on. Is it this? Ah! Oh boy. Maybe that's better. VTube Studio was messing up. Okay. Seems like after 2 hours or so, it just kind of craps out. Alright, back to it. Oh, you have... Alright, let me finish this question, then I'm gonna get back in the game for a minute. Clear my mind. You have an Azure subscription named Sub1 that contains 2 Azure virtual networks named VNet1 and VNet2. VNet1 contains a VPN gateway that uses static routing. There is a site-to-site VPN connection between your on-prem network and VNet1. On a client computer named Client1 that runs Windows 10, you configure point-to-site VPN. You configure blah 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 blah. You need to verify that you can connect to VNet2 from on-prem network. Client 1 is able to connect. That's kind of like that question from earlier where we reinstalled the client. You need to ensure... Yeah, that's something to say. Download and reinstall the VPN package. Cool, man. Cool. Alright. Alright. Let's go somewhere else. And hopefully not crash my computer. Ooh. I know where I want to go. Where's my portal? Portal? Don't really want to go to Azure, but... Oh, hey, my thing went away. Where did it go? Alright, Volmar, what the frick is Volmar? Is that the portal to org? Yeah. Dude, that's actually really convenient compared to the Alliance. Let's go to org. And... Ooh, I know where I want to go now. Hold on. Yeah. Let's go to Outland, baby. I need some more coffee. And let's go to one of my all-time favorite zones. I'm so glad they added dynamic flight to all the old zones. It makes the game so much more fun. Zangermarsh. My favorite. Favorite BC zone. Now where do we want to chill? Sporgar? Actually, I think there's a horde village. Yeah, let's go to the troll horde village over here. We'll just kind of hang out there. Almost missed it. Alright. Let's just chill right here. Cool. Alright. That works. That works. Okay. I like that ambient sounds here. Alright. I'm gonna go get something else to drink and go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, we back. Get rid of that herb text. Okay, let's continue on. I think I've only got a few more pages of this for free. I'll have to make an account. Oh, 154 pages of this bullshit. I gotta get it done by Tuesday. Be a long ass weekend, man. Alright, let me move my mic here. Perfect. You have two Azure subscriptions named Sub 1 and Sub 2. Sub 1 is in a management group named Management Group 1. Sub 2 is in a management group, okay. Following machines. So we got... wonder if I should just draw this shit out. My iPad charged yet? Yes, it is. Let me charge my pencil. My Apple pencil. Oh, I can do that. Do I have... I've got some paper over here. Let me just try and architect this shit out. Okay. Just to see if having it visually will make it any easier here. So we have Management Group 1, Management Group 2. All right. Sub 1 is in Management Group 1. Sub 2 is in Management Group 2. Okay. You have RG1 in Sub 1. RG1. RG2 in Sub 2. And then we have some resources. So we have VM1 in Resource Group 1. VM1 and 2 in Resource Group... VM1, 2, and 3 in Resource Group 2. So VM2 and VM3. Alright. Now we have some roles. User 1 is a virtual machine contributor for MG1. So user 1 at the management group level, VM contributor, and user 1 has VM user login on sub 2 as VM login at sub 2. All right. Then user 2 as VM contributor at management group 2. Has VM login at sub 1. VM login at sub 1. And has virtual machine user login at VM3. VM on VM3. Okay. This is so fucking stupid. Alright. User 1 can sign into VM1. They're a contributor at management group 1. Can a contributor log into a VM though? That's the question. I don't... I'll come back to that. User 2 can manage disk and disk snapshots of VM1. No, they cannot. Because they are contributor on management group 2. User 2 can manage disks and disk snapshots of VM3. Yes. Okay, so the only question is, can a contributor role, can they log in to VMs? I know they can create them. Shit, that is the only thing that's throwing me off here. Alright, so I'm gonna say no. User 2 can manage this. No. And yes. So no, no, yes. Oh my god, what? User 2 can manage disk and snapshots of VM3? Oh my god. No shit, because user 2 is the contributor at management group 2. God damn it, this shit. Oh my god, man. Nah. This shit is so fucking stupid. User 1 can sign into VM1. Okay, so contributor can log in. So, duh. User 2 can manage disk snapshots of VM1. No, they can't because they don't. Okay. I misread that second one. Or the third one, my bad. Oh, this is so freaking annoying. Okay. If this test wasn't timed, man, or if they gave more than 2 hours, like, god damn it. Then it would be easier to conceptualize this shit. Ugh. Shit makes me so mad. You have an Azure AD tenant that is linked to 10 Azure subscriptions. You need to centrally monitor user activity across all the subscriptions. What should you use? Azure Application Insights, Access Reviews, Activity Log Filters, Log Analytics Workspace. Oh, is this the... No, I don't think it's application because we're talking about subscription. You need to essentially monitor user activity. Probably log analytics workspace. Fuck, man. I don't know if it would be application insights. I'm just gonna say this for now. I don't know. Log analytics workspace. Okay. Log analytics workspace. Drag and drop. You have a Azure subscription that contains a virtual machine named VM1. VM1 has an operating system disk named Disk1 and a data disk named Disk2. You need to back up Disk2 by using Azure Backup. Which 3 actions should you perform in sequence to answer? Move the appropriate actions from the list of actions to the answer area and arrange them in the correct order. Configure a managed identity. create an Azure backup vault, create a recovery services vault, delegate permissions for the vault, create a backup policy, and configure the backup. All right, we have 3 actions here. We're backing up a data disk. Is this going to be Azure Backup Vault or a Recovery Services Vault? We're backing up a disk. I'm having a really hard time concentrating on this now. 2.5 hours of this. Alright, we're just guessing here. Need to create a vault first. I just don't know which one. I'm going to say create an Azure Backup Vault. Create backup policy and configure a managed identity. Oh my god, I wish I was taking the test right now. Create an Azure Backup Vault. Create a desktop. Okay, and configure. Oh man. Damn. Alright. You have a subnet named subnet1 that contains Azure VMs. Network security group name NSG1. Associated subnet1 NSG1 only contains the default rules. This game is bashing my head against my desk trying to learn this Azure BS with World of Warcraft in the background. How you doing, youngest gamer? I recognize you. I think you were the one that commented before on my Dark Souls video, right? When I was going to play it again. I do plan on getting back into that one of these days, but real life has me super busy at the moment. And yeah. Okay. So what should you set the destination in the rule? Okay, hold on a second. Let me read back over this. You have a subnet named subnet1 that contains VMs, network security group. Oh, did you? What made you want to change that name? I forgot what it was before, to be honest. You need to create a rule in network security to prevent the host from subnet 1 from connecting to the Azure portal. Is it? No, I wouldn't use tags. Probably IP address? I'd say IP address. Shit, it was service tags. Damn it. Okay. So what should you set the destination role here? Heck yeah, that's awesome, man. You edit like your general gameplay videos? Or do you like do lore videos and stuff like that? You have an Azure subscription named Subscription 1 that contains an Azure Log Analytics workspace named Workspace 1. You need to view the error events from a table named Event. Which query should you run? Search in event error. Okay. You have an Azure App Service web app named App1. You need to collect performance traces for App1. You got too good at it? Oh man, are your videos popping off? I'll have to check them out after stream. Well, after I'm done studying for this, I should say. You need to collect performance traces for App1. What should you use? This is an app service. Yo. Gotta trim those down for the short attention span these days. Was it just like 1 hour of you running around and 4 minutes of actually fighting? Let's see. This one I am going to go with Azure Application Insights Profiler. Because we're using an app service, we need to collect performance. There we go. Yeah, you might be. 1 hour down to 4 minutes, that's quite a lot. You do like a commentary on your videos too, or is it just straight gameplay? So, yeah, that was the correct answer. Okay. You have an Azure subscription that contains the storage accounts shown in the following tables. Storage 1, 2, 3, 4. Different types of storage, different locations. You deploy a web app named App1 to the West US Azure region. So that means we have storage 2 and 3 with these two available. You need to back up App1. Okay. The solution must minimize costs. Which storage account would you use for the target backup? So it's between blob storage and block blob storage. I think blob storage is the cheaper option. Storage 2. We can't use these because central and east file storage would be expensive as hell. I don't remember what storage V2 is. I'm going with storage 2. Yeah. Okay. You have an Azure subscription that is linked to a intra ID tenant. The tenant contains 2 users named user 1 and user 2. Alright. Got 2 users, 1 and 2. Subscription contains the resources shown in the following table. Resource group. Virtual machine created inside of resource group 1. The subscription contains the alert rules shown below. We have 2 alerts scoped to resource group and the VM. User 1 creates a new virtual disk and attaches it to VM 1. User 2 creates a new resource tag and assigns the tag to RG1 and VM1. Which alert rules are triggered? Pretty sure for both of these, alert 1 and 2 are going to be triggered. Because when you're modifying a VM, it's an administrative action. Nice. Every time you get hit too? Oh my god. I gotcha. Yeah. That sound effect's probably getting a lot of use then for every hit and death. Alert 1 and okay, so back to this. Which alert? Okay, user 1 creates a new virtual disk. So that's gonna go up. User 2 creates a new resource tag. Yeah, so I'm gonna say for both of these, alert 1 and alert 2 are triggered. Shoot! Alert 2 is only triggered. Okay, so this is just pretty self-explanatory then. User 1 is only modifying VM1, so only alert 2 is gonna get triggered. And because we're creating tags on resource group 1 and VM1, that's going to trigger both alerts. So alert 2 and alert 1 and 2. Hey, just saying, not really getting hit that much, mostly every point. I don't know, man. That's a lot. Oh, I think that was the last page I'm able to do. Oh, okay. I guess I can go to like page 25. Oh. Let me move characters somewhere else. Ah! Where do I want to go? Oh! Let's go to Nagram. Haven't been there in a while. That's a cool zone. We'll go on one of the floaty rocks. Although that rain sound was pretty nice. I need some running water. Let's go to that one here. Oh man, yeah. I bet those got kind of boring too. I need to edit down some of my Dark Soul videos. Probably do that once life slows down for me a little bit. Edit those down to like 15-20 minute videos. Nice. What editing app do you use? Why there's no running water? I need some water sound. Alright. We'll hang out here. Ah, CapCut. That seems to be a pretty popular video editing software. You edit them on your phone or use a PC? I don't do too much video editing, but when I do, I use DaVinci Resolve. I find it's pretty powerful, although the learning curve on it is pretty steep, but... Ah, okay, CapCut on PC. Nice. I'll have to check that out sometime. My kids like to use CapCut a lot. Let's see. Read this Discord message real quick. Enjoy the waterfall sound.
It's not that hard to learn how to edit, just a few cuts here and there, and a death count to track how many skill issues you have in your set. Nice. Man, tipping an essay. What do you mean? You talking about this stuff on my screen? Oh, type. That was supposed to be typing, wasn't it? No, I was typing a message on Discord. My bad. The clickety clackities. Maybe I should mute my keyboard, or mute my mic. Let's see here. You plan to deploy several Azure virtual machines that will run Windows Server 2019 in a virtual machine scale set by using Azure Resource Management Template, ARM template. You need to ensure that Nginx is available on all virtual machines after they are deployed. Yeah, I probably need to adjust the filters on my mic to dampen room noise, but I like the sound of it. And you're gonna like it too, damn it. Oh, okay, we need to make sure that Nginx is available on all, so we need to set desired state configuration on the ARM template. Or, wait. Can you do that on the ARM template? I know it's this. PowerShell. Alright, let's see. File URIs, auto completion. Okay, let's read into this for a second. I already know Nginx is a web server. So you can create a custom script extension definition. So that's going to be down here. Name, app install, Microsoft Azure extensions. Okay, and then it's just grabbing Nginx from this URI. And then, okay. So yeah, you do put it in your ARM template. Okay. Cool. You have an Azure subscription that contains 8 virtual machines and the resources shown in the following table: storage 1, 2, key vault, VNet 1, and VNet 2. You need to configure access for VNet 1. The solution must meet the following requirements. VNet 1 is a virtual network with a single subnet that has 5 virtual machines, single subnet that has 3 virtual machines connected. Virtual machines connected to VNet 1 must be able to communicate with the virtual machines connected to VNet 2 by using Microsoft Backbone.
Virtual machines connected to VNet 1 must be able to access Storage 1, Storage 2, and Azure AD, aka Intra ID, by using the Microsoft backbone. What is the minimum number of service endpoints you should add to VNet 1? Service endpoints. Talking about service endpoints. Need to configure access for VNet 1. 5 virtual machines in there. Let's be able to communicate. So Storage 1, Storage 2, and Azure AD. Oh my god, how many endpoints would that be? One, two. Can't choose 4. Only gets 5. I'm gonna say 3, but I'm guessing on this one. Shit. Alright, first service endpoint. One service endpoint for Microsoft.storage. Question asks how many to add to VNet 1. I'm adding a service endpoint on the VNet 1 side. You only get to choose the service, not the actual storage accounts. Okay. So because... Okay, so we're talking about Resource Manager then. Microsoft.storage, Microsoft.Azure Active Directory. Virtual machines must be able to communicate. I use the Microsoft backbone. Must be able to access, so that doesn't matter. It's this statement that we're looking at. So storage, Microsoft.storage, and Azure AD, Azure Active Directory. 2 endpoints. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Okay. You need to create an Azure web app named contoso.azurewebsites.net to host Contoso. What should you do first? Create a record, create a text record named that contains domain validation. Create a CNAME record. It's one of the text records. Oh my god, I should know this. You have no idea. Microsoft exams are notorious for being a headache. We'll just put it at that. I've taken 3 Microsoft exams throughout my career, and this is a practice exam. Well, I take my actual exam on Tuesday, so yeah. What you gotta do when you're in IT, have to constantly get certs. I'm not a big fan of it, but it is what it is, I guess. Alright. I'm gonna say it's this one. I know it's one of the text records. I'm kind of guessing here. Oh my god. Okay. What is an ASU ID? It's the domain verification. We need to configure... Oh, shit. Okay. Create TXT record that contains the domain verification ID. Alright, yeah, I'll just have to memorize that. You have an Azure subscription that contains 10 network security groups, 10 virtual machines, and a log analytics workspace named Workspace 1. Each network storage group is connected to a virtual machine. Okay. You need to configure an Azure Monitor Network Insights alert that will be triggered when suspicious network traffic is detected. What should you do first? Deploy connection monitor. Data collection. I think it's flow logs. I'm pretty sure it's flow logs. Yeah. Azure Network Monitor Insights is structured around these key concepts. Topology, health metrics, connectivity, Traffic tab provides access to all network security groups configured for network security flow logs and traffic analytics for the selected set of subscriptions. You can search by any IP address in your environment. I'll use flow logs. Okay. It's vital to monitor, manage, and know your own network for uncompromised security, compliance, and performance. Knowing your own environment is paramount. Optimizer, you also need to know current state of the network, who is connecting, where they're connecting from, which ports are open to the internet, expected network behavior, irregular network behavior, and sudden rise in traffic. Alright. Flow logs on a network security group in log analytics workspace. Okay. Flow logs. You have an Azure subscription named Sub1 that contains the resource group shown in the following table. Action group that sends an email message to admin1. Sub1 contains the following rule alert. Sub 1 contains the following alert processing rule. Start August 10th, ends August 13th. Which of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true, otherwise select no. At a specific time. Okay. If you create a resource group in Sub 1 on August 11th, Alert 1 is listed in the Azure portal. Alert 1. Action 1. Action 1, it sends an email. So no. Based on that, I would say no. If you create a resource group in Sub 1, okay. On August 12th, an email message is sent to admin1, yes. So no, yes. If you add a tag to a resource group 1 on August 15th, an email, no. So I'm going to say no, yes, no. What the fuck? What? Alright, how did I get that so wrong? What the hell? Sub1 contains the following alert rule. Alert processing. Rule type suppress notifications. Is that why? The alert processing... Oh my god, I completely missed the suppress. Jesus Christ. The alert action is suppressed. No suppression. Oh my god. I got it completely backwards. Okay. 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 You have an Azure subscription that contains a storage account named Storage1 in the North Europe Azure region. You need to ensure that when blob data is added to Storage1, a secondary copy is created. Oh my god, I can't focus on this shit anymore. An Azure sub that contains a storage account named Storage1 in the North Europe Azure region. Okay. You need to ensure that when blob data is added to Storage1, the secondary copy is created in the East US region. The solution must minimize administrative effort. What should you configure? Object replication. I'm pretty sure it's object replication. Yeah, okay. Object replication. You have an Azure subscription that contains 2 log analytic workspaces named Workspace 1, Workspace 2, and 100 virtual machines that run Windows Server. You need to collect performance data and events from the virtual machines. Solution must meet the following requirements. Logs must be sent to Workspace 1 and Workspace 2. All Windows events must be captured. All security events must be captured. What should you install on each virtual machine? Azure Monitor Agent. Okay. After I get through this page, I want to do a dungeon. Oh, hell yeah. Last question. Alright. If I get this one right, I'll do a time walking dungeon. Just because I need to clear my brain of this shit. You have an Azure subscription that contains a virtual machine named VM1 and an Azure function named App1. You need to create an alert rule that will run App1 if VM1 stops. What should you create for the alert rule? Action group, right? You have an Azure subscription that contains a virtual machine and an Azure function named App1. Okay. You need to create an alert rule that will run App1 if VM1 stops. So VM1 stops. We need an alert rule that will run App1. What should you create for the alert? I think it's an action group. Yes! Let's go. Alright. I'm doing a dungeon. I gotta take a break from this. I've got to take a break. Alright. Let's queue up. I think I only need to do one more for my weekly quest anyways. While we're waiting, find a new place to hang out. Let's see. Man, this zone was so cool back in the day. Let's go up there. Isn't that like where the nether wings are? Some Legion stuff. Ah, no. Go for a swim. Alright. Cool. We hang out here. Let's do this. Oh, this is a long one. Let's go, Pally Tank. These are so easy. Oh, I don't have my damage meters up. Dang it. Turn it off real quick. Hopefully this doesn't screw with me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. There we go. Sorry, guys.
I'm out of range.
There we go. We back. We back. Bro, this place sucks, man. Want to buy some DPS? Holy shit, man. Come on.
I need to target something first.
Okay, our tank. Kill him! Die. Oh my god.
I don't have a target.
Jeez, that boss sucks. Alright. Let's go. Did I not loot this? What the hell? I want the music on for this. And I want him to just pull the whole dungeon. Like, there we go. Be a little more aggressive. We can do this. I'm calm.
I can't attack that target.
Cool. Never seen those pauldrons before. Alright, who's coming in? silenced? How dare you silence me? Alright, oh yeah, we gotta go get this tower over here. I need to just start using shield bash. Does it interrupt the target? Reduces the cooldown of a super strike. Cool. This is a nice reset of the brain. Oh, all that Azure bullshit getting to me. Remember how many questions I did? There's like 5 a page. Did about 100 questions. Pull them all. Yeah, brother. Easy. Radstein. When the healer's doing more damage than the DPS sometimes. Jeez, man. Ooh, upgraded. I don't need any of this stuff. Don't go in there, you're gonna lock yourself. I have not had to do hardly any healing. What the hell? Easy game is easy. Wow. That was ridiculous. Too freaking easy. Alright, what time is it even? 5:30. Good lord, man. Should I go turn that quest in? Be the quickest way to get there. And where? Oh. Oh shit. quickest way would be to hearth. So hearth we will. Oh man.
Another interruption.
Should I just go ahead and change this to retribution now? Hey, yeah, you too. Thanks. Glad you stopped by for a little bit. It's nice chatting with someone. Alright, let's... Is this champion piece? Oh, heroic piece. Ooh, I hope I get heroic tier set piece. Shield? Alright. Okay. Versatility and mastery. What's that shield look like? Kind of cool. Let's go upgrade it. Not too bad.
I offer you my aid.
What can I upgrade it to? Okay. I need some runed thrusts. Need...
If needed, I will answer the call.
Pack of runed crests. How many of these can I get? I've got... Trade... Okay, hold on. That's what I want, right? Let's see. Weathered, carved. Earn from some outdoor activities. Earn from many outdoor activities and raid finding. Earn from mythic. Okay, so I need 3 of these for it.
In unity, find
Oh, but I
strength.
probably need the carved to upgrade this, don't I? No, Valor Stones. Okay.
Go carefully.
1,
It's not ready yet.
2, 3.
I will do my duty.
I will do my duty. Character. Yeah, we'll upgrade it to 4, 6.
Fair skies and strong winds.
I won't be changing that anytime soon. Well, unless the new season comes out soon. I haven't been keeping up with that. Save this out as holy. And we good. Grab all this stuff that didn't sell. Shoot spur. Don't care about any of that stuff. Alright. Let's see. Oh, I might end it here, take a break for a little bit, make some dinner, and then go back to studying in a little bit. Yeah. I need a brain break before I get back to it, and I need to eat something, so yeah, we'll call it here. I might hop back on later, I don't know. Kinda would like to do some dungeons or something. Alright, I'm out. Bye-bye.